down in the Welcome to the August 28th, 2025 meeting of the Village of Pinehurst Historic Preservation Commission. The purpose of the commission is to decide applicants for certificates of appropriateness for new construction or major work within the Pinehurst Historic District, and to do so by conducting hearings and making findings of fact when such applications come before us. By law, the commission is directed to take no action except to prevent construction or alterations that would be incongruous with special character of the historic district. I am Joe Iverson, chair of the commission, and I ask each commissioner, starting from my left, to state his or her name for the record.
Justin Bramlage.
David Herring.
Paul Roberts.
Joe Rosario.
So we are full, so we have quorum, so we can proceed. Also present are Michael Mandeville, Senior Planner, Maria Klein, Senior Planner, and Jean Ann Dawson, Administrative Assistant. Our first order of business is to review and approve the minutes of our last meeting. All commissioners have been provided with copies of the draft minutes. Does any commissioner have any changes to suggest? May I have a motion to approve the minutes as submitted?
I move to approve the minutes of the July 24th, 2025 regular meeting.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Say nay. The minutes are approved. May I now have a motion to enter into public hearing? Moved by?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. We are now in a public hearing. This is a quasi-judicial hearing. That means that anyone desiring to testify must be sworn in, and the commission is required to consider only facts presented in this hearing. The proceedings are video recorded. I asked the commissioners if they have visited any of the sites on our docket today and whether they have had any ex parte communications with respect to any of the cases we will be considering today. We start from the left, or
I have not visited the sites as of today.
Visited both sites, no ex parte communication.
Visited both, no ex parte communication.
visited site, no ex parte communications.
Visited both. Had a short conversation with the owner of 90 Linden Road. Nothing to report except it's good weather.
I visited the sites, no ex parte communications.
Visited the sites, no ex parte communication.
In each case that the commission will hear this afternoon, staff will first present a summary of the application, the staff's evaluation of the extent to which the application complies with the commission's standards for such an application or raises issues that require further information, the staff's comments on the application, and where appropriate, the staff's recommendations for commission action. The application and its supporting documents, as well as the staff's detailed report, will be entered into record. The commissioners will then have an opportunity to question the staff about this report and testimony. Next, the applicant or the applicant's representatives will have an opportunity to provide any additional information supporting the applicant's application and to address any questions or issues identified in the staff's testimony. Commissioners will have the opportunity to question the applicant witnesses. After the applicant's presentation, if any member of the public wishes to present any evidence either in support of or in opposition to the application, please come forward at that time and identify yourself. I will swear you in and give you the opportunity to present any reasons why you believe that the applicant should be granted or denied. Please remember the commission is interested in the facts, and that will help us decide whether the proposed work would be congruous with the special character of the Pinehurst Historic District. As the chair, I have the right to exclude testimony that is relevant to that subject but not required to do so. Commissioners will have an opportunity to question you about your testimony. If the applicant or staff wishes to respond to your testimony, I will permit them to do so. I will now swear in the members of staff. Will the staff members please give evidence to this proceeding? Please stand, raise your right hand, and state your name for the record.
Maria Klein.
Do you swear to affirm that the testimony you shall give in the commission with respect to all the cases on our docket today shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please present your first case this afternoon.
All right. Our first public hearing is to consider a request for a major certificate of appropriateness within the Pinehurst Historic District for an addition at 10 McCaskill Road East. The property is identified as Moore County Parcel ID number 000-15336. The property owner and the applicant is Joanne Valdez. So the applicant is proposing to construct an addition on the side, in the side yard of her principal dwelling. And she is planning to have all the materials, siding, brick, doors, colors, windows, to match what is on the existing structure. The primary structure was built in 1910. The property is approximately 1.034 acres. And this is major work requiring your review because it is new construction or additions not considered to be minor work. The meeting was noticed in accordance with North Carolina General Statutes and the PDO. And you can see the subject property in the hashed out area. The property is outlined in red, or the notified adjacent landowners. So here you have a site plan with the existing residence, and on the side is the proposed addition. Some pictures of the existing house, as well as windows, door, and the siding colors that will be used for the addition. Elevations, so you can see the existing house, as well as the front, rear, and the sides of the new addition. So the applicant submitted an application and provided documentation in an attempt to satisfy the burden of proof. You will need to determine if the addition is congruous with the historic district and if it meets the standards. And I would like to enter into the record the staff report with attachments and exhibits, this presentation, and the applicant's materials and exhibits.
Without objection, the materials referred to by staff are admitted into the record. Do the commissioners have any questions for staff? Good. All right. Well, thank you. We will now hear from the applicant. Is the applicant or the representatives, or their representatives present? Come on forward. Please come forward, standing by the microphone. Please state your name, spell your last name for the record, and state your relationship to the property.
Joanne Valdez, V-A-L-D-E-S, and I'm the property owner.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to or affirm that the testimony you shall give to the commission with respect to this application shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You have been sworn in. If there is anything in the presentation by the staff that you disagree with or would like to revise or clarify, or anything that you would like to add in support of the application, this is your opportunity to do so.
I really don't have anything to add. Everything looked good. I just wondered if you all had any questions, or if you'd like me to give you a brief, just a little background about the house. No? Yes?
I'm good.
If you want to give a background about the house, sure, feel free.
Okay. The house was built by Leonard Tufts. I believe actually it was built in 1918, according to the records in the Tufts archives. It was built without any laundry room, per se. I have a full basement downstairs, and the basement has an old soapstone sink that was used to hand wash clothing. There really isn't any place to put a laundry room on the first floor. And I have a lift station because McCaskill Road, about 30 years ago, the infrastructure of the road was made of clay. And actually, I used to do studies around the country in cities and counties, engineering studies. And clay infrastructures often cracking, tree roots, et cetera. Cities like Annapolis, and of course, not unlike Pinehurst, being fairly old infrastructure cities. So anyway, the infrastructure, and McCaskill Road at least, I don't know if it applied to the rest of the village, was at the level, the waistline was at the level of my basement floor, which meant that the bathroom that was built originally with the house for the butler, because they had their own entrance, I have a full bathroom downstairs, and of course the wash sink. And so when the village changed or modified the waistline system, they lifted it to just below the road level. So I have a lift station in my basement, which requires that when I do my laundry, the lift station be working or my basement will flood. So in order to modernize this house, to make it more practical, it's a wonderful old home. It really isn't as practical as it should be to have a laundry room. There's no first floor master bath of any kind, bathroom, shower, etc. So to make it more practical, more modern, functional for the future, not only for myself, but anybody who would buy the house later on, I'm requesting approval for my application. Thank you.
Thank you. If there is any member of the public who wishes to present any evidence either in support or in opposition to the application, please come forward at this time and identify yourself. Do we have anybody? Are there, do we have any more questions?
Yes. A few things. First, I appreciate what looks to me like a very studied duplication of the parts and pieces of the existing old house. I appreciate that. I do have a couple of questions, starting with my favorite topic, shutters.
Okay?
If you would go to the applicant's exhibit 2.5. Right there. Looking at the right side of the three drawings, most of the windows show shutters, and most of the shutters appear to comply with the standards, with the exception of the two windows that I think are into the new bathroom, where the lavatories are. Those appear to be way too small. I'm not sure you have enough room on that wall plane to have properly sized shutters. I wonder if you might consider removing those gutters in that location only.
Are you saying gutters? I'm sorry.
Shutters,
Shutters. The shutters on the bathroom side.
yes. There are two small square windows with shutters outboard.
Oh, those, yeah, that's actually the laundry area.
Laundry area. So those are the only two shutters I can find that do not appear to comply with the standards.
Correct, yes, they're too small.
Right.
So remove those.
If I would suggest that.
Yeah, I would say that probably, and maybe I could even put a little window box, box for flowers underneath it too. But yes, that would be fine.
The second thing has to do with the shape of the various glass panes in your multi-pane windows. Most of them are taller than they are wide, each pane, speaking of each pane. Some are square, with the single exception of these are actually on the existing house. I don't know.
Oh, existing house, yes.
Yeah. So I'm not asking that you change. I'm just curious, is the drawing wrong? Because it's odd to see on I think it's the rear elevation on the main house, on the second floor and the first floor, there are some windows right in the middle of that mass that are wider than they are tall. They look out of place.
Now, let me see, on the existing house, not the addition, correct?
Right.
Paul? Let's see, where are they? Let's see.
This is exhibit 2.7. The rear elevation, existing rear elevation.
I can explain it if I was sure which ones they were.
They're right in the middle of the main part of the house.
Oh, okay, so it's that, is it a 4.0 window right there? The one with the two?
It's a 2/4 in both cases.
So is it the?
Not that I'm suggesting that we can make you change the existing historic windows. I'm just
Yes.
curious.
Yeah, they're the old original too, with the wavy windows and everything. I've really retained those.
Okay, so
And taken care of those.
drawn right or wrong, that's the way they are.
Is that the one? Yeah, I think that's probably, my architect probably didn't take a lot of painstaking effort to replicate them, but they're the old-fashioned, original windows.
Okay. Insofar as your new windows, are they detailed the same as the old ones? That is, are they true divided light or?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I've had to replace, and Maria and Kelly reviewed the process. I had a C of A last year. I had to replace the windows I replaced them with the Pella Architectural Reserve, which are the closest. They had the large mullions. They are the closest I can get to true divided light. Because the windows were so badly deteriorated. I actually had contacted the State Historic Preservation Commission, because they give a tax credit if you actually go in and improve the windows or modify them in some way that restore them essentially. And I had them look at the windows, and they said, these windows are, first of all, they're single pane windows. It was very cold in the winter and hot in the summer. They're not efficient. Even though I did install geothermal heating and cooling in my home so I could keep the original windows. I really tried. But these were beyond repair, and so I did replace them. I have a COA from last year, and the Architectural Reserve was approved. I actually matched the windows that were installed in a house on Village Green that were all approved by by all of you, Historic Preservation Commission.
So your new windows will be the same as those.
So yeah, and actually I'm repurposing some of those windows because I just put them in last August, and I'm going to take them out and reuse them on the outside, the rear of the house.
All the right answers, thank you.
All right, do we have any other questions for our applicant? Well, thank you. We'll consider the record for this case is closed and the commissioners can deliberate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ready to make a motion?
That was quick. Great.
Don't want to be late for dinner.
Okay. So David, are you willing to step up and,
If I can find it here.
okay.
I've got it if you don't.
Go for it.
I move that the Historic Preservation Commission approve a certificate of appropriateness, COA 2025-00090, and find the proposed major work at 10 McCaskill Road East is consistent with historic district standards and is deemed congruous with the Pinehurst Historic District based on the testimony given, the materials submitted, and the findings of fact, with one condition, and that to the drawing, which is the removal of shutters on the laundry side of the structure.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say nay. Motion passes. Congratulations. You have your certificate of appropriateness. All right, on to number 2.
Hold on.
Fast, Joe.
I know.
All right. Our second public hearing is to consider a request for a major certificate of appropriateness within the Pinehurst Historic District for the removal of trees and driveway resurfacing at 90 Linden Road. The property is identified as Moore County Parcel ID number 000-14733. The property owner is Catherine Pate and the applicant is Southern Landscape Group. The applicant is proposing to remove 4 trees that are greater than 12 inches in diameter at breast height along the front of the residence. The applicant will also be replacing their asphalt driveway with new asphalt to match. The primary structure was built in 1928. Property is approximately 0.984 acres in size. And this is major work because it is the removal of healthy trees 12 inches and larger in diameter at breast height along the street side of a property that are not located within the right-of-way. The public hearing was noticed in accordance with North Carolina General Statutes and the PDO, and the subject property is hashed out with the notified property is outlined in red. And here we have a site plan that shows the driveway that will be redone, as well as the trees to be removed. So you'll have these 3 that are street facing. The tree back here by the garage is also under your consideration, but that one could be approved by staff as it is behind the front facade of the residence. You'll notice there's also a 5th tree. That one is in the right-of-way, and NCDOT has approved the removal of that tree. So the applicant submitted an application and provided documentation in an attempt to satisfy the burden of proof. The driveway replacement, as well as one of the trees, the one back by the garage, meet the standards and could be approved by staff. You will need to determine if the removal of the trees is congruous with the historic district and if it meets the historic district standards. And I would like to submit into the record the staff report with attachments and exhibits, this presentation, and the applicant's exhibits and materials.
Without objection, the materials referred to by staff are admitted into record. Do the commissioners have any questions for staff?
None for me, thank you.
Well, we will hear from the applicant. Is the applicant or their representatives present? Great.
I wish that Kevin Hart could be here because he does a much better job than I do. But he did give me a few pointers, so hopefully I
Okay.
can.
Well, please state your name, spell your last name for the record, and state your relationship to the property.
My name is Catherine Pate. My last name is Pate. I'm the owner.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you shall give to the commission with respect to this application shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You have been sworn in. If there is anything in the presentation by the staff that you disagree with or you would like to revise or clarify, or anything that you would like to add in support of the application, this is your opportunity to do so. Everything sounded good? Okay. Do the commissioners have any questions? No questions.
Are the trees coming down? Are they interfering with the current asphalt?
Yes,
The
we
roots
have
are-
a couple of them that are within 24 inches, and they've been hit, by delivery trucks and stuff. So a lot of them are hazardous, as well as, disrupting the asphalt.
So the roots are pushing the asphalt up?
Yes, it's bad. It's like speed bumps. It's that bad. It's dramatic.
Sounds like you need them for your delivery guys, so they don't hit the trees.
We need them because hauling our trash cans to the street is always an adventure, especially after dark.
All right, thank you.
Is there any more questions? Okay. If there's any member of the public who wishes to present any evidence either in support or in opposition to the application, please come forward at this time and identify yourself. Nobody? Okay, I guess we're going to consider the record in this case closed and the commissioners can deliberate. Is there anything we want to? Yeah?
Move that the Historic Preservation Commission approve a certificate of appropriateness, COA-2025-00101, and find the proposed work at 90 Linden Road consistent with the Historic District standards and is deemed congruous with the Pinehurst Historic District based on the testimony given, materials submitted, and the findings of fact.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are we ready to vote? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? The motion passes. Congratulations. You have your CRA. This concludes the public hearing. May I have a motion to close the public hearing and return to regular commission meeting?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed? The motion passes. We are now in a regular meeting. This is a public meeting, and you are welcome to stay and observe, but only members of the commission and staff may speak. You have been provided with a copy of the minor work and staff approvals. Is there any other business?
Well, we maybe should have done this at the beginning of the meeting, but we do have 2 new members, Joe and Lolly. So welcome, both of you. Congrats on your first meeting.
Thank you.
I don't know if maybe you want to take a second each and introduce yourselves. Tell us a little about yourself.
Lolly Adelman. I've been in Pinehurst for 2 years. I have a son at Pinecrest High School, and we are forever indebted to Pinehurst. It's been such a good move for us. So whatever we can give back, we will.
Welcome. Joe?
Joe Rosario. I've been living in Pinehurst for about 2 years now. My wife's been here for about 10, working at First Health. I second everything Wally said about Pinehurst being great. And my son goes to Pinehurst Elementary, and I have a 19-month-old daughter and a son on the way that I expect to go through the school system here too. So thank you for having us.
Congrats on the new one coming, and welcome, and hopefully every meeting will go as smoothly as this one.
My bad, I'm sorry, I should have done that at the beginning.
It was great. All I got, next meeting.
Yep. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The motion passes, and we are adjourned.